Hi friends, I'm back. We're on to course number 5. And I'm starting this one now, even though I'm still kind of full, because I know it's going to take a little while. This is a recipe you only make if you have time and you have patience. So what are we doing? We're doing poached octopus over potatoes bravas. Kind of a Spanish dish, if you will. I almost wish I had a Spanish wine, but I have a French one. We got to make work with what we can find at this time, right? So octopus, I bought it frozen, but already cleaned at Wegmans. Look at this bad boy. And you might not believe this, I have 2, because the last time I made this, I only made 1, and my children ate it all, and Adam and I got none. So 2 octopus we have for this. And what we're gonna do is you have to boil it. So it's counterintuitive to how you think you cook most seafood. So most seafood you wanna cook quickly, and you want to get it off the heat as soon as possible. Octopus doesn't work that way. Octopus needs to be broken down. And the way that you do that is you boil it for an extended period of time. So I have a pot here, and I'm going to make that same court bouillon that you've seen me do a lot of times when I poach shrimp. I already have black peppercorn in there. I'm going to throw salt in there, a really healthy dose of salt. Don't be bashful with that. We're going to do the lemon juice like we typically do. Juice it and then throw the whole rind in the pot as well. And then we're going to put celery chops in there as well. Put the octopus in there, make sure that they're covered with water, and we're going to boil them. It's probably going to take close to 45 minutes for these to boil. How do you know when they're done? When you go to pick them up and you tug on one of their legs, one of their tentacles, it feels like it's going to pull off. It's tender enough that you think it's going to pull off. That's how you know. Once we get these cooked, I'm going to show you how you handle them afterwards. One other thing that we have going right now, and yes, I know I just talked about octopus, it's kind of gross, but these are going to cook, so it's going to be okay. I dice potatoes for the potatoes bravas. They take a long time to roast as well, so I have my oven set to 350. I've already diced them pretty small, as you can see. I'm going to cover these with olive oil, salt, pepper, and then I'm going to do smoked paprika. So that is the spice of Spain. That's one of the signature hallmarks of chorizo sausage that comes from Spain. So we're going to really douse these olive oil, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, put those in the oven to roast probably about 45 minutes. The octopus is going to go onto the stove, and that's going to be boiling probably close to an hour. And then I'll get back with you, and so you can see how we finish everything up. Let him go.
Nope.
Okay, so of course we're still waiting for the octopus and the potatoes to cook, but in the meantime I'm going to make the dressing that I'm going to put the octopus in once it's cooked. So I started with the zest of 1 lemon. I'm going to add, it's just about half a cup of really finely chopped parsley. I'm going to do 2 cloves of chopped garlic. If I had to say, it's about a tablespoon of chopped garlic. We're going to do the zest of that lemon. And then we're going to do a little bit of olive oil. That is going to be the nice marinade dressing that we put on the octopus when it's all done. So get that ready, let it sit while you have some time on your hands. There we go. Need a spoon or a whisk. Almost looks like a gremolata. Just nice, healthy, fresh herbs. Citrus, lemon. I'm going to add some oil and finish that up, and then we'll come back when everything else is done. Okay, so that took a long time. It took my potatoes about an hour. It took my octopus about an hour and 20 minutes-ish, but they were big octopus. So
Guys, stop closing the doors.
I'm talking. I'm doing a video. Sorry, there's Carter. Okay, so what does it look like when it's about ready? I'm going to pull it up close for you. So here's the octopus when it's about ready. The skin's starting to come off, which is a good thing. And what I do once it hits that point is I take a paper towel. I put it, see how that leg is all purple right there? Put a paper towel over it, and I just squeeze and pull, and see all the skin comes off. I like it better when all the little suction things come off too, but they don't always. So they are edible. You can do that. It's a preference for me to have those off the octopus. But you're going to do that with every single one of the tentacles. You want to get that off the body, and it's just rubbing it, and that skin will come right off. So once that comes off, and I'm just going to make it easy on myself here. I'm just going to cut these off of the head, and I'll deal with that later. You're gonna take all those tentacles and you're gonna chop them up into nice pieces. Now they're nice and tender for the most part. And you're gonna put it into that nice marinade that we made before. We're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek here. You see there's octopus with all those fresh herbs, the garlic, the oil. So let's pull the potatoes so you can see them. Heavy cast iron. Potatoes on the bottom. You can hear them hitting the bowl, which means they're nice and crispy the whole way through. We're gonna drizzle those with my lemon aioli that we made earlier. A little bit more. And then you're gonna top that with that marinated octopus. Ooh, excuse me. With that octopus with all the garlic and all the herbs that we had in there. And we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of grated manchego, which I'll show you in the picture I'll take in a minute. The wine pairing that we're going to do. So I'm doing a white Bordeaux. This is Chateau Terre Blanc. This is a blend of 50% Sauvignon Blanc and 50% Semillon. Typically, when you are getting white Bordeaux, white wine made from Bordeaux, which is atypical, right? You're used to seeing red wines from Bordeaux. If it is a white, typically, it's primarily, if it's a dry white wine, it's mostly Sauvignon Blanc, and it'll have a tiny percentage of Semillon. If you're getting a sweet wine from Bordeaux, it'll be mostly Semillon with a tiny percentage of Sauvignon Blanc. So this is an oddity. I bet it's half and half, 50-50, but delicious, really nice mineralistic wine with lots of citrus. It's gonna ground all of that garlic and herbs that we put on the octopus. It's going to complement that lemon aioli, and it's going to really work nicely with the smoked paprika that we have on the peppers. This is my last course for the night. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening.